Hey guys, if you're interested in occupational therapy as a career, the first thing you want to do when you're going through the process of deciding, yes, I want to do occupational therapy, and really where you start, or where I think you should start, is deciding which occupational therapy programs that you are interested in. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because as a whole, occupational therapy schools have not standardized their prerequisites. So what this means is that although there is going to be a pretty basic list that most schools are going to require in terms of prerequisites, which would include things like anatomy, physiology, developmental psychology, abnormal psychology, that sort of thing. Many schools, or it's at least not uncommon for schools to have additional prerequisites that might be unique to that program. So this can include things like physics, neuroanatomy, art, and the list goes on. It's important for you to know early on what prerequisites the schools you're interested in or the schools you think you might potentially be interested in require you to have to be eligible for admissions, so that you can go ahead and complete those in a timely fashion and you don't get to the end of the process and realize you don't have a prerequisite that you need. Another thing that you want to look at when you first start out is hours of observation, how many you need, and if a school prefers for you to do your hours of observation in a variety of settings or in a single setting. Some schools are really going to prefer for you to do a large amount of hours in one or two settings so that you really can go in depth and spend a lot of time with the occupational therapist in that field, whereas others would like you to get a broad general sense of what occupational therapists do in general and what settings they can be found in. And if you don't know which your school prefers, if they prefer for you to do multiple settings or one or two settings, you might spend your time in getting a lot of hours in one or two settings just to find that your school really prefers for people to do their hours of observation in a lot of settings and to get a lot of broad general knowledge about where occupational therapists work and what settings you can find them in. So really, when you first start looking into occupational therapy schools, the most important step is to figure out what schools you're interested in applying to so you can use your time wisely and you're not spending time working on either prerequisites you don't need or hours of observation that ultimately aren't going to benefit you as much as going in a different path or observing in a different way would. I sure hope this information was helpful. Have a great day. Bye.